All right, guys, I did Drunken Love. A lot of you guys recommended this one and Sexual Healing. So I'll definitely be doing both. We'll turn the sound up for you guys, and let's get right into it. Chinchilla, Ren, How to Be Me live.
I don't feel safe in this bed. There are voices in my head. I've been talking to the dead, and the fear baptized me. My kingdom turned to dust, and I watched all my riches rust. Have I lost the Midas touch, or do sad eyes blind me? Over and over we go, over the hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me home, and it suffocates me. No, I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. All I know is I forgot how to be me.
Yeah, guys. Wow. Yeah, no. They said a lot of interesting things. It's incredibly difficult. I mean, especially doing what I'm doing, it's very difficult to be me on camera. And what I have to do is off camera. I have to do things to really figure out who I am, so that when I do get on camera, and I say something and someone takes issue with it, it's like, well, oh well. You know, that's what I said. I mean, I just did a reaction to a guy called Easy Mill, and I missed just about every line in it. And it was incredibly, I'm still going to post it, but it's an incredibly embarrassing reaction, because I pride myself on being able to analyze lyrics and whatnot. Catching double entendres, catching occasionally triple entendres, and analyzing rap at a fast pace. I was blown away by this kid. Kind of a little bit of a rabbit hole, but yeah, How to Be Yourself is an incredibly, I mean, how many people, I've met 60-year-olds that I can tell they care what I think about them. And so what that tells me is, it doesn't matter your age, it doesn't matter how long you've lived on this planet, but what does matter is how you live the life that you're living. And you know, we're never going to reach any kind of perfection. It's unrealistic. It doesn't exist. I'm sorry to break it to some of you guys. We're never going to reach perfection, but we sure can progress. And for me, it all comes down to, who am I? Who do I want to be? And what do I want to become? I won't bang on too much about it here, guys, but let's keep going.
I don't feel safe in these halls. There are bruises on the walls. There are bodies in the floors, and they breathe so loudly. I wish I could move, get up and walk right out this tomb. Do our saviors die too soon? For for my sins surround me. Over and over we go, over and over we go, hills and the valleys below. Oh, and it follows me, follows me, follows me, and it suffocates me. I can't breathe. I said, oh, I can't breathe. All I know is I forgot how to be me. Hallelujah. Where is my God? Where are you? Hallelujah. Nothing is pulling me through. Hallelujah.
Yeah, wow. First of all, wow. What an incredible duet. I don't know what the terminology is for like the different musical notes that they're hitting and like which I know I want to say like tenors lower and then what is falsettos like super high. I don't know what it is, but wow. Yeah, incredibly stunning. And I don't know about you guys, but for me, the biggest thing is when I have some kind of a failure, picking myself up from that failure is the hardest thing. Because I can analyze pretty well my own failures. And it's taken a long time to be able to say, okay, you know what? Just because I screwed up, just because something happened, just because I didn't do this right or I did that wrong or whatever it is, at a certain point, you have to, the thing that, how many times, you have to wonder how many times, like, I'm not gonna, like, say any opinions about, like, let's say Mark Zuckerberg. One thing you can't say, however, is that he isn't very, very, very successful in his field. Okay, I'm not getting into opinions on him, but, like, you have to wonder, someone like Mark Zuckerberg, or let's just say Bill Gates, or choose whatever, I guess, billionaire, or, like, someone who's, someone like REN, someone like CHINCHILLA, like, how many times do these people that we look at and we see their what they're doing now and they're so successful, how many times did they fail? And then I wonder myself, is the only difference between is failure only when you stop after a failure? Because to me, it seems like a failure you can learn from. And I've had to rewire my brain because for me, it was like I would try something. And then once I screwed part of it up, I would focus on that. I would ignore the 100 great things I did. And I would focus on the one terrible thing I did. And then I would think that terrible thing defined me or that failure defined me. And it's incredibly difficult to, it's incredibly difficult to push past failure, but I'm starting, the more I live, I'm only 27. I'm a young little whippersnapper or whatever. But the thing I've realized is, the real failure is quitting after the failure. It's not the failure in and of itself. It's when you start to view the failure as the embodiment of who you are, and oh my God, someone's going to look at this and criticize it. For instance, like I just said, the reaction I just did, I feel incredibly stupid about. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to get terrible comments. It's probably not going to get a lot of views. Okay, fine. I'm not going to let that define me. I'm not going to do a terrible reaction and then say, okay, the channel's done, or this and that, and the third. But I am going to look back at that reaction and analyze what did I do today, for instance, that led to me doing a terrible reaction? What were the things I did before it? What did I do during it? What were the hurdles to me performing well? And that's painful to do. And I think that's why a lot of people don't actually end up doing it. I won't bang on about it, but let's keep going here, guys.
When I don't know how to be. Hallelujah. I forgot how to be me. When he gave up the fight, a quick decision late in the night that stayed with me for all of my life. I miss you so.
I'm not entirely sure what that's referring to. I'm gonna do that again.
And he gave up the fight. A quick decision late in the night that stayed with me for all of my life. I miss you so.
I wonder if he's saying he misses giving up the fight. Almost. I mean, you guys don't know a lot about my backstory. I posted one video about a little bit about my life and whatnot. That's like the tip of the iceberg, guys. I've come a long way, and one thing what I'm drawing from this are good artistry. It forces you to have an opinion, and you can also draw multiple things from it. The thing I'm kind of drawing from that last section is because sometimes I almost miss letting myself. I'm sorry, guys. I almost miss letting myself just give up. Because when I was kind of in that mentality, there was like a sick twistedness to it of giving something up meant I didn't have to care about it anymore. And now I live a lot differently, and I try to I have to actively combat that mentality to overcome it. I can't, like, for me, it's like time doesn't heal it. Time and actively combating that does help over time, for sure. But for me, that's kind of what I draw from that. I almost wonder if he's talking about I miss that, like, being able to give up and just throw in the towel. I'm not entirely sure. It's interesting. It's very mysterious, but I won't bang on too much at the end of this reaction here, guys. I appreciate you guys who do watch the channel, and feel free to like, comment, and recommend more songs. It always helps. It helps the algorithm. It helps me know, and leave critiques too. It helps me know what to do better. I know one person said, hey, if I gave you a critique, because I had said, there were some people like, you're pausing it, la-di-da-di-da. And I basically told him, get the F off my channel. And then one person commented like, hey, if I give you a recommendation, are you going to tell me to get the F off? And I was like, no, like, you got to understand, some people, I try not to focus on it too much, but some people do leave pretty negative comments, and they probably don't even think about the channel after they leave the comment and leave the channel. So I'm not going to spend too much time thinking about it. But definitely leave recommendations for what you guys think I could do better. Now I'll analyze it objectively, and if I think, okay, well, part of that is just who I am, and I'm not going to change that, then I'll regardless, I'll respect anybody leaving a respectful comment, because a lot of people leave respectful comments. They're like, hey, but I think you might have got it wrong about this part. And I'm like, oh, word. Like, okay, yeah, for sure. Because on the internet, it's so easy to just trash people, and it's so easy to, it's easy for me to see a comment and be like, oh, this is just a bad person, this is a mean person, and demonize that person. It's like, wow, maybe they had a crappy day, and it made them feel better to watch my video and point out that, it's in the early stages of the channel, so maybe they just, like, it felt good to leave a nasty comment, whatever. I definitely, once again, I won't bang on too much, guys, but please leave recommendations. You guys take care and stay safe wherever you're watching this video from.